Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on XRP USD. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment we are testing a quite strong level of previous monthly resistance here, again here, which the market broke to the upside, and at that point, this previous resistance was turned support here and again support here. So here in the monthly, everything seems quite bullish, and what we can expect is a potential rejection higher. If we look closely at the patterns that the market has been creating, we can also notice here how the market did print this M pattern. And in general, after the creation of an M pattern, you want to see a move to the upside and completion at the neckline. So we have support at this level plus a bullish pattern. So everything at the moment is indicating for at least a potential short-term move to the upside to this previous support, which is now turned resistance. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now here on the weekly, we can see once again how strong the demand and support that we have at this area is. In fact, we can see how every time that the market touched this zone, it got rejected to the upside. And at the moment, we just touched it twice, and we are currently already starting to reject that zone to the upside. So also here in the weekly, everything looks quite bullish for a potential rejection higher. The first resistance zone that we should encounter here on the weekly is this previous support and resistance, but in order to complete the pattern that we have on the monthly, we will have to break above it. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, here in the daily time frame, this is where things start getting quite interesting because here on XRP, we can see how we have already started creating this double bottom. And at the moment, the high, so the resistance, is exactly this area that we're currently testing. In fact, if the market will manage to break above this previous resistance, at that point, that would be turned support here. Therefore, a break above this level means that we shift from having a daily bearish structure to having a daily bullish structure. So, if and only if the market will successfully manage to break above this resistance after the break on the retest of this previous resistance or support, at that point, all the time frames would be indicating for a potential rejection higher. So we would have good probability to see a retest and a rejection to the upside. So if the market will successfully break above the level and go for a retest inside of here, how we would be approaching this potential longing opportunity with students. Now, as usual, we would be reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, with students after the break on the retest inside of here, we would be monitoring price action from an intraday perspective, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market will shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries at that point, we would be looking for this potential long with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the upside and for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside and for the market to provide and create a potential higher high. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis education and update, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you, and I will see you in my next breakdown.